Channel. So today I have my weekly WIPS update as well as a yarn haul for you. So I only worked on a couple projects this past week. I was going to do two separate videos, doing the yarn haul in one and the weekly WIPS in the other, but I only worked on a couple things, so I figured I'm just going to combine the two, or else the other video would be like super short. So we'll start with that first and then move on to the haul. And the main thing that I worked on this week is the swimsuit cover up. I'm really wanting to get that done, and I'm pretty close. So if you watched my last update, I had gotten the front panel done, and I ended up having to add a few more rows onto the end. I think I added about 5 or 6 more inches. The girl that did the pattern was only about 4'9", and I'm 5'3", so not too much taller, but enough that it was way too short whenever I held it up to me. So I added about 5 more inches or so, and so I think that's going to fit me a lot better. And then I am almost done with the back panel. I have maybe 2 more rows to do on this, and then after the back panel is done, we sew together the top and then add some sleeves, and I'm going to sew up at least part of the side and then do I think like a long chain with some tassels for the rest of it. So really excited to get that done and see what that looks like. That'll be my very first clothing item that I've ever completed. I have done hats, obviously, and scarves, but as far as like shirts or, you know, something you wear on your body other than a hat or a scarf. So really excited about that. It's been fun to work on, and I'm looking forward to getting that one done. And then the second thing I worked on this week is my scrap GAN. So I had made up 2 cakes of yarn on my yarn winder, and I have gone through those 2 cakes, and so now I'm at the process where I'm at the part of the process where I need to make more cakes. And so I may do that today or tomorrow, but here is what's looking like so far. And this is going to be the same size as my other scrap GAN. I'm really loving the way that all these colors are working up. My other scrap GAN, I held the white through the whole thing, and so having this one be even more colorful, holding 2 different colored strands together, is super fun. So I really love this. I especially love this most recent part that I've done, the greens with the pinks and the turquoises. I really love that. So also this one is really super soft because I'm trying to use a lot of soft yarn. So really love that one. I just need to make up, I think I'm gonna try to make, because I can go through a cake of yarn pretty quickly since it's 2 strands held together. Probably each cake is maybe about 5 rows, so I'm gonna need a lot of cakes, and it just takes some time to make them, so I just haven't put in the effort to do that yet. Alright, so that's it for what I worked on this week. Now let's get into the haul. So the first haul I'm going to talk to you about, there's 2 that I've collected over the last week or so, and the first one is the Lion brand clearance haul. So a couple weeks ago they had an amazing clearance section on their website where things were like 65% off or more. So on a lot of these I got them for really super cheap. So let's start with this one. So this is the Lion brand, the Comfy Cotton Blend, and this is a 3-weight yarn. It is, it calls for a J or a size 6mm crochet hook, or a size 7 4.5mm knitting needles. The color is Ocean Breeze. It is 392 yards, which is quite a bit, and it is a, let's see, 50% cotton and 50% polyester blend. Here's a little up close of that. And I've started to make a beach cover up with this. I think I showed it in my last weekly WIPS video. And it is an interesting yarn. As I said in that video, I do like it. But the way that I hold my yarn, I've had to switch up a little bit. So normally I hold it between these two fingers, my working yarn, and I found that the cotton seems to slide down the strand of the polyester. So if I wrap the yarn once around this finger and kind of hold the tension just using the one finger, it doesn't do that as much. And so that has helped a lot. But I got 3 cakes of this yarn. One of them is already being used. But these were, I think, $2.15, I think. So really amazing deal on these. And I had never tried those before. So thought it was the perfect time to try those. The next thing I got is another new to me yarn. I think all of these are new to me. I haven't tried any of them. This is an interesting yarn. So this is called the Little Bit of Everything yarn, and so this has acrylic, cotton, wool, and alpaca in it. So it is a little bit of everything. It is 164 yards. It's 45% acrylic, 26% cotton, 19% wool, and 10% alpaca. It is labeled as a bulky 5, which is probably because it has a halo on it. So it also it calls for 6.5mm crochet hook or a size K, and 6mm knitting needles. It's a hand wash, lay flat to dry. This is the color Shirley Temple. And I think I'm gonna probably make a hat out of this, maybe. It does feel like it could possibly be a little itchy, so that is my only concern about it. But I just haven't ever had anything like this before, so I thought, obviously, a great time to try it out. And I want to say, I think all of these were around $2-ish a piece. There is one that I think was like $1 something, so I will share that one with you when we get there. But so $2 and some change for this, so thought I would try that out. And then I got the mandala tweed stripes, and I got 2 different colorways. There's those. So this one here is called Cat's Eye, and it is 426 yards, so a lot of yardage on this. It is a medium 4, and it is 100% acrylic. It calls for a 5.5mm crochet hook or a 4.5mm knitting needles, and I'm really excited to use this. I'm not for sure yet what I'm going to make with this because, you know, it's not enough really to do a bigger project, but I may be able to, I've never made like a shawl before, so I may try that out, or a hat, you know, a couple hats, honestly, I could make out of this, but I really do like that color there. It kind of shows what it looks like when it's worked up. And then the other color is called Horseshoe. So I really like this color as well. There's a, let me do a better close-up of the Cat's Eye one so you can see a little bit more of the colors. Okay, and then here's Horseshoe. Lots of pretty blues and browns and tans, really beachy color. And same thing, I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this one. This one feels slightly softer than the Cat's Eye one, but both are pretty soft. Not the softest yarn I've ever felt in my life, but decently soft. And here is a picture of what that is supposed to look like. So of course you all will see at some point whenever I make something with this what I chose to make. And then I also got this Go for Faux Sparkle. So this is in the color Comet, and it is 56 yards and 100% polyester. It's number 6, super bulky, and they recommend a 9mm crochet hook or 9mm knitting needles. And these were super cheap. I want to say maybe these were $1 something. They could have been $2 and something. I will probably put the prices up here so you can see how good of a deal they were. So this is, it's really pretty. It's got like gray with some gold metallic flex through there. Again, not sure. I think I had something in mind when I bought these of what I wanted to use them for, but now I can't remember. So, but you will see these at some point. And then this is called the Boogie Nights yarn. It is in the color Blitz. It is 149 yards. It's a number 5 bulky, and they recommend a 6.5mm crochet hook and a 6mm knitting needles. It's 100% polyester and machine wash and lay flat to dry. And this is a really interesting yarn as well. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell, but if you look up close, you can see those metallic gold flecks in it. Let me see if I can get better. I don't think my camera is going to focus on it well. Okay, but basically, I think this is maybe what you call chain spun. I could be totally wrong on that. I'm not really that smart with how yarn is made and created, but it's very interesting. So it has it's the beigey color, and then I wish you could see this up close, but it's really just not showing up. But anyway, it's a very pretty yarn. I definitely think I'm going to make a hat out of this. I think it would make a great hat. I don't think it would be itchy at all. And it's pretty soft and really pretty. So pretty sure I'm going to make a hat with that because I only bought one skein. And you don't need more than a skein usually to make a hat. So again, I will put the price up here if I remember to do that. Okay, and then the last thing that I got in the clearance haul is the FOMO yarn. So TL Yarn Crafts on YouTube, she did a video where she tried this yarn out and she really liked it. I've never used mohair before, but I don't like to spend a lot of money on yarn. So real mohair isn't something I would really probably buy unless it was on a pretty good deal, because I think it is a little more pricey. These are the ones that I think I got for $1 and some change. So I got 4 of the same color, and this is the color Peach, and this is a number 4 weight yarn. It is machine wash and gentle cycle, lay flat to dry. It's 53% viscose, 37% acrylic, and 10% nylon, and there is 328 yards in this little tiny skein. And then it's a 5mm crochet hook and 4.5mm knitting needles. So here's a close-up of that one. I really love the scarf that they show on the front, so I may make that. I really like that. Or I thought about making a top with this. I think I have enough here to do, so probably either one of those is what I'm gonna make with that. Okay, and then today I went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and so we'll start off with Michael's. So when when they first came out with the Bernat Forever Fleece Finer yarn, the first time I ever felt that yarn, I was like, oh my gosh, like I love the way it feels. It may be my favorite yarn as far as the way it feels goes, which is saying a lot. So I love the way that this feels. But when it came out, I think it just came out a couple months ago, it's $11.99 a skein. And I just cannot bring myself to pay that much for yarn. I just can't do it. So me and my friend went there today and we saw a bunch of these in the middle. It wasn't even with all the other yarn. It was out like in the middle aisle, and there was quite a lot of it, and it didn't have a sale price on it, but I had thought I heard that it was for sale, so she went and asked, and it was $4.99 a skein. So you are saving over half off on this yarn, and I would recommend, if you have not felt this, run to your nearest Michael's right now and feel this yarn and buy some, because $4.99 when it's originally $11.99 is an amazing deal. Here it is, and you get so much yarn in this. It is a number 5 bulky. It is, I think 385 yards, which I think is really, really good for a bulky weight yarn for one skein. This is the color Zing, and it's 100% polyester, They recommend 6mm knitting needles and crochet hook. It is, let's see, I think that's all. The care information is on the inside, so I haven't checked yet to see what it calls for, but I believe it is machine washable at least, maybe lay flat to dry. But anyway, this is amazing. It is so soft, it is so squishy, it's amazing, honestly. They only have in this brighter colors, which is fine for me. But if you don't love bright colors, there was some tans and some whites and grays, but those were really picked over. There wasn't a whole lot left at my store, but I'm afraid that they're going to do away with these because they're very at a very good clearance price. So if you want some of this, run and grab it, because I don't know how much longer it'll be around. But I got 2 of the zine color, and then I got 2 of this color, which is called Green Meadow. And I'm gonna make a blanket for my 9-year-old son out of this. He's very picky about the way that yarn feels. I've made him several hats, and he just couldn't wear them because he just can't stand the way they feel, even if it's a softer yarn. So, you know, some people are just a little more sensitive to the way things feel. So I really think this is going to be great for him because it's not going to be itchy at all. So super soft, very nice to touch and feel. So I think he's going to love this. His favorite color is red, though. I wish that they had had some more color options. But I think he'll be happy with these, and I really like them. And if he doesn't like it, I'll use it because I love this yarn so much. Okay, and then the last thing I have is from Hobby Lobby. This week is their 30% off, so they alternate that sale every other week. And I found so I'm going on vacation. You all have probably heard me say that, but in the beginning of June, and I really am needing a couple new summery type, you know, clothing items. And so I've been seeing a lot of like crochet tank top and summer shirt patterns. And so I found a really cute tank top pattern. I will insert a picture of it here and link the information below to where I found the pattern. But I decided to use, it just called for I think the girl who wrote the pattern used a cotton linen blend, and they do have that at Hobby Lobby. It was a different brand, but I didn't really like the way that it felt. So I chose this Yarntopia yarn. I've never used this before, but it is very soft. Very, very similar feel to like True Boo or the Bambootiful yarn from Hobby Lobby by Yarn Bee, but it is just very silky soft. It is 100% acrylic, which is surprising to me because it feels not like acrylic. But this is oh, I made a mistake, guys. The tank top was supposed to be a lightweight yarn. This is a number 2. So let's hope it works. But this is, okay, a number 2. They recommend 4.5mm crochet hook, 3.25mm knitting needles, 312 yards. This is the color Ocean. And it is, trying to see if I can find the care instructions, but I don't see them. But this is by Yarn Bee as well. So there is a close-up of that. But yeah, hopefully I think this will still work for the tank top. I'll just have to play around with the gauge and the hook size and see what I can do about that. But I'm very excited. I think I have enough yarn to last me for a while. I need to definitely work on a lot of the projects that I have going and get those finished up because I have way too many right now, which is fine. But I definitely need to get some of those taken care of. All my WIPS are here in this tote, and it's getting pretty full. So definitely need to work on, I want to finish up the swimsuit cover up, and I want to work more on the scrap gan, of course. That's always just a really fun, mindless thing for me to do at night when I'm super tired. And I also want to finish up that pillowcase. I keep saying every week that I need to get that done, and I do need to get that done. So hopefully this week I'll be pretty productive with everything. And I know I keep promising you all the video of the scrap GAN that I made, showing a tutorial on how I did that, and I promise you it is coming. I just have had a busier week this past week than I anticipated. It was my son's birthday is tomorrow. He'll be 4 years old. Or one of my sons, I have two, and his party was this past weekend, and we just had a lot more going on than normal. This week is probably going to be a little busy as well, and that video is just going to take more work, more time, and I need to have a time where I can focus on it when I'm by myself and not get interrupted by a preschooler. So hopefully that will be coming soon. Please be patient with me. It is coming. So excited about that, and I've enjoyed using it a lot. I took a nap under it yesterday and it was great, and I washed it and dried it for the first time, and it has become even softer than it was, so amazing. But anyway, I have talked enough. This video is long enough. I really hope that you guys have a great week. I always get tongue-tied when I say that. Maybe I need to figure out a new outro. But I hope you guys have a great week, a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you at another point this week later on with the video of the blanket. Fingers crossed that I can get that done, but if not, I'll see you at some point. So anyway, may God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.